Hello, everyone. I'm Dr. Michael Zimmerman, and welcome to Myth and Culture, your online web course for Anthropology 111 for spring 2021. So I just created this little introductory video to just go over a few basic things regarding the course and how to navigate it, and I hope that this is helpful to you. So as we jump in and begin the course, we're going to start off through a series of different units or modules, units 1 through 8. The first one deals with what exactly myths are and what we're going to be studying in this course. The definition we're going to broadly use for this course for the term myth is a sacred story central to the belief systems and values of a given people, culture, or religion. The thing that you'll notice about this particular definition for a myth is that it doesn't make any sort of qualification or determination whether a myth is true or false. So, for example, we will not in this course use the term myth to describe something which is patently not true, such as the idea that you'll get a cramp if you go swimming after you eat is just a myth. We don't do this because very often there's a tendency to describe the myths of other cultures through what's called ethnocentrism. This is judging other cultures according to the preconceptions originating from the standards and customs of your own culture. Basically assuming that your culture and your myths are correct and that others are not. Instead, the focus in this course is going to be on the anthropological idea of cultural relativism, the idea that a person's beliefs, values, and practices are best understood within that person's own culture and not judged against the criteria of another one. Now that we've gone into the basics of what a myth is and what we're going to be covering in Unit 1, I thought I'd show you a little bit about what you'll be asked to do and how to navigate the course Blackboard page. You can also find this information on the course syllabus in Blackboard. First, let's talk about your textbook. For this textbook, which has been changed at the last minute due to the change in instructor, your textbook is Scott Leonard and Michael McClure's 2004 book, Myth and Knowing, An Introduction to World Mythology. However, this book is simply recommended and not required. This is for a number of reasons. One is that it costs a great deal of money. It is one of the more expensive textbooks out there, but also one of the best. As such, it is just recommended for this course and not required. The main readings for this course, or the myths contained therein, is the other reason why it is only recommended and not required. As the main meat, the focus of the course will be on reading the myths themselves and not on the analysis in the textbook. And very often, versions of the myths that we'll be covering in class will be available online and through online educational resources that can be accessed through the course Blackboard page. The other thing that you should know, and I'm sure many of you already do, is that Myth and Culture is a writing-intensive course. This means that BSU requires a bare minimum of 15 pages of written and revised content for this course. Now, if I wanted to be an absolute jerk, I could say there's a giant 15-page paper due at the end of the semester. However, I'm not a jerk. And so what I've decided to do is to create a system whereby when you read a myth or read a reading for each of the units over the course of the semester, you're required to submit on a schedule given in the syllabus a 2-page minimum response paper to that reading based on a series of questions that are listed on the Blackboard and in the course syllabus. You should also note that these assignments are due by the due dates listed in the class schedule and the course syllabus and must be turned in on time. However, the other thing that you'll notice is that you may submit revisions of these 2-page response papers as many times as you wish, improving your grade each time. Let's be honest. When a teacher hands back to you a paper with extensive notes, comments, and feedback, many times students simply look at the grade and then either toss the paper into the trash bin or into their book bag, never to be seen again. by creating a system whereby you can revise your papers for a better grade each time. This encourages students to look at their feedback from their instructor and respond accordingly. These written assignments will make up the vast majority of the grade for your course. The other parts of your course and other required work will focus on watching posted videos and content on the course Blackboard page, participation in Blackboard discussion forums and Flipgrid video forums, and a final examination. Please note that the more that you post and the more thoughtfully you post, the higher your grade. Also be sure to respond to your fellow students' posts. Get a conversation going. I also want to show you briefly how to navigate the course Blackboard page. You'll notice in the left-hand corner are a series of headings which can allow you to check your grades, review the course syllabus, and go through each of the available modules from Unit 1 all the way through Unit 8. There's also a course glossary available for each of the units as well, and the various terms that we're going to be covering. For each unit, when you click on it, the first of which is Unit 1 in Myth, you'll see an overview, you'll see an explanation of learning goals for that unit, and most importantly, you will see a to-do list. This is what each student must complete for each unit before we move on to the next unit. So when you begin, go to this to-do list and complete it. When you want to access the various materials, videos, and other course content, click on the folder for that unit to access that content. Finally, and perhaps most importantly, remember that the study of mythology is fun. It's found in everyday life, video games, movies, TV, and throughout pop culture. When we look at this course at mythology from a cross-cultural perspective, you will also see similarities and differences, but mostly similarities between our culture and others, allowing you to have a broader perspective and a greater understanding of the role mythology plays in our day-to-day lives. Welcome to Myth and Culture, and I hope that you have an exciting semester. Please also know that you can contact me anytime, night or day, 24/7, and my email and cell phone number are both listed on the course syllabus. Looking forward to a wonderful semester.